Dragonheir community, have you heard the expression, there is a light at the end of the tunnel? Well, according to the position from the developers now, I believe that something good is going to happen very soon in the game. Probably is going to be in the next season, okay? Next season. So I'm going to say right here exactly what they said in terms of probably rebalance of heroes. In terms of rebalance of heroes, guys know well that there are two main heroes here that all of us would like to them to back exactly how they were before, but not exactly very overpowered. But if I go to mention here, one of these heroes is this guy here, Rook. Okay, he's one of that has been affected, and then the other one is Ozu. All right, and I believe part of shadows here, Ozu, this guy here. Okay, I believe that they have to do something out of these two heroes here, but it's not just about them. There are even some other heroes that they also need to be balanced in some way. Okay, but why I'm saying this, just for the simple fact that they are saying here, this is the third topic that the developers mentioned: long-term balance and fairness improvement. Okay, I believe that according to what they are saying here, something is going to be good. So here they are going to revitalizing under reused heroes. Okay, draw attribute adjustments and gameplay environment updates, enabling more mechanics and team styles to thrive. Okay, they are saying this. I hope that includes the most famous heroes that we are talking about here, that I'm talking about now. Okay, reduced gear pressure, another thing very interesting. Expand acquisition sources and lower ING, making finish a build more practicable and accessible. I think that they have to do this because it's a bit annoying as well. Many times we try to farm gear, and it's so hard actually to get specific equipments. No, and then I've seen some other players, many players getting easily equipments instead of other players that affect us in some way, you know. This is according to my experience. And then another thing is enhanced fairness in competitive modes. PvP is one of them. I think that in terms of PvP, they are not very decent there in terms of performance. I think that ING influence a lot in the PvP. I think that they have to sort in something there that can be more reliable, the confrontation, and then even easy to anyone to fight specific types of players as well, in terms of this specific confrontation, you know. This in terms of this specific situation, you know, because if you guys know well, if there are very powerful players, and you guys know that one of the things that affecting the game a lot is the affinity, in terms of the psychic core. If that player is totally advanced right there, for sure he's going to be the top one there instead of others. You know, I think that it's possible they do something on the way that in terms of PvP, this type of things should not be applied for arena. You know, I think that arena should count more about expertise, about a strategy, not just because the specific player has a powerful account. Well, this is one of the things that they are saying here, but there are more other things. There are two other topics here. One of the topics is to reach in deeper gameplay content. So that means that they are going to include large scale feature crown clash, bring faction coordination, territory control, and strategic decision making to the forefront. and expand exploration systems, new other world exploration. I think that's totally necessary, and sandbox regions, you know, with the stage-based progression and in a run growth, increasing depth behind simple stat scaling. And then another thing here is the low burden and strategy focused gameplay modes. Several new contents will require little to no team building or long-term growth, allowing players to jump in and play instantly. So a new collaboration with a well-known IP as well. And in terms of the season system overhaul, after essential on board, all players will share the same progression timeline, eliminated the gap caused by joining mid-season. So seasons shift from repetitive resets to content teams focusing on new maps, new gameplay, and new narrative events rather than restarting familiar loops. I think this is also can be done in a good way. Optimize banner and resource pacing. Targeting heroes will become easier. So this is one of the points here. Targeting heroes. What are they gonna do here? They're going to decrease the situation, therefore be able to get legendary heroes, or you'll be able to have more opportunity to have legendary heroes. I hope so. You know, if they do this, it's going to be amazing, to be honest. And growth path more streamlined. Okay, so this can be interesting here. I'd like to see how it's going to work. And a cross-server transfer system allowing players to finally join their friends. So they are going to have a cross-server transfer. So let's say that if I'd like to go to transfer my account to the account of my friend that's from Germany, Mitchell there, I'm gonna be able to do it. So, and then vice versa. So I think it is going to be interesting. So for me, go to migrate to another server if I want to, you know, to be with friends. I think that can be nice, you know. So let's see how it's going to work. I hope that they can sort many of the situation, many in terms of the heroes. I think that this is one of the main problems that I have in the game at the moment. So let's see, guys. And also it sounds that it's going to be a huge update right there. So you guys know well the problems that I already have in the game. And one of the things that I think that they have to sort quickly, you know, I already said about the falling. That's one of the events. We'll be able to get the eggs there, but there is another thing. I think the competition for we fight in Feymander. Let's say that everybody, when go to start to play Feymander, you have to finish Feymander as soon as possible after they start, after the reset. I think that's not fair. I think the best way is, let's say that I enter the account in the day, okay? Whatever the time, don't need to be after the reset. Even though the reset was midnight, but I start to play the game 6 in the morning. So the time is going to count for me in that moment that I join the game. So I start to play the Feymander. So let's say when I start to play the Feymander in that specific moment, if I finish the Feymander in a quick way, then other players that already played the Feymander, my count should be better than the other player that delay more to finish the Feymander. This is my point. I think they should do something on the way that the counting for you finish a battle should be totally separated from the reset, not together with the reset. This is one of the things I think that's bothering many players. Maybe they're gonna do something about that. But anyway, thank you very much who is going to watch it. Just let me know what you guys think about this specific change. I hope that something is going to happen in terms of Rook. I invite you to come here to my live video because I'm going to pull heroes today. Yeah, Rook. Oh, let's see if I get Rook. Let's see if I get the new hero here. I forgot her name. I don't know to say her name honestly. That's the new hero here from the lightning. Dragonheir. Let's see if I get her. So I'm gonna be focused on her, and then I'm gonna be building my teams for the chiefs as well. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.